got one person up in here. We're just out here in the backyard pond fishing, looking for bluegill, looking for brim, looking for yellow perch. Got a bobber on the water. Might throw a speed worm around. Hoping for a multi-species catch. A little bit windy, sorry about that, but out here in the Pacific Northwest, that's what we got. Appreciate taking the time to check out the channel. We go live every morning at 6 a.m. West Coast time, and I usually try to find a new pond or something to fish every day. Super simple setup. We got the Abu Garcia Black Max with just a little finesse worm. Hopefully we can get hooked up. Beautiful day. I live out here on the coast. And I know what you're thinking, like, why do you need a hoodie? Summertime. Well, summertime where I live means 62 degrees with a 20-mile-an-hour breeze. Hence the sweater. Successfully snagged our other line. That's no surprise because I was kind of just throwing over the top of it. Sorry about that. I got a bit of a sore throat. As the sun continues to go down, I'll switch over, maybe do some top water. It's always been a goal of mine to catch a bass. And I'm in Washington State, so we're not getting 6-7 pound bass because the water temperatures just don't support that. But maybe a 2-3 pounder. I just caught my new PB out of a pond earlier this week. I'll probably go through maybe later tonight and edit the highlights. Hey, if you're just getting here, we're doing a multi-species catch in the backyard pond. Beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Got our Abu Garcia Black Max. Just a little finesse worm with a bullet weight. Also got a just a simple bobber worm setup. So I didn't tie my boat off very well, and it's banging around, probably disturbing all the neighbors. I'll have to get that shored up. But most of my neighbors are pretty cool, so. I met a guy from the Soviet Union, former Soviet Union, Pakistan, out fishing. Oh, I don't know, last Wednesday or so. If you caught the live, you know. And he called Backlash a beard. He's like, "Oh, you're real bearded," and I said, "What?" And you know, so it's just funny. The different cultures call it different things. Backlash. My father-in-law calls it a bird nest, but where he was from, they called it a beard. I thought that was pretty neat. If you're just getting here, thanks for taking the time to rock with me. We're trying to do a multi-species catch. This is my backyard pond. It's about 4 acres. And we got sunfish, bluegill, yellow perch, trout, and what I'm looking for at the moment happens to be a bass. I'm out here in the Pacific Northwest, so they don't get real huge. Biggest one I've ever caught was probably 1.5 pounds, maybe 2. Biggest one I've ever caught out of here was probably a 1/2 pound. But I appreciate taking the time to rock with me on your Saturday night. Hopefully you had a good 4th, and you still got all your fingers that you started with. I live about a mile from the beach, and it was pretty crazy. A lot of people like to come out here this time of year and do big, huge fireworks shows. I would have done some, but I spent all my money on my fishing gear. So that kind of, man can only have so many hobbies, right? I'm in the shade of this tree, and I'm hoping that'll give enough cover to where the bass will hang out. Not a whole lot of action going on the pond. Lots of grass bass. If you guys know how to set the speed worm setting from vegetarian to fish, you could drop a comment. That'd be pretty cool. Because right now I'm just ripping out weeds. If you got headphones on, I'm sure that wind is just brutal. Sorry, not a whole lot I can do. I got a little windsock on my mic, but it doesn't help. Damn. I don't, some days, this isn't a family friendly show, so hopefully you're not a kid, but dang. Some days just be like that. Got this new package in today with a pop-up tent. So I'm trying to get into ultralight camping. If you check out the channel, we got some camp videos. And that's kind of what you'll find here is camping and fishing. Those are my two go-to things. I do venture out a little bit. You know, I got a pretty fun e-bike. I enjoy riding around. And lots of things to do with the ocean, like how to catch Dungeness crab and that sort of thing. But it all kind of just generally revolves around being outdoors. But this pop-up tent I got it because like right now I got like a family setup with like a massive, 8-person tent, inflatable couch, and it fills up my pickup every time. And there's a island not too far from this bay. The bay being about a mile behind those trees over there. And you can only get to it by boat at a certain tide chart. And I want to camp there, but it's about a 2-mile walk from from where you get dropped off into the woods to the camping area. So I bought this ultralight tent off of Temu because I was being cheap. And I cannot get that thing folded up and put in the bag. Like, no cap, bro. Like, I tried for like 2 hours. And I tried YouTubing it. And so I just, for the life of me, cannot get it back into this bag. So the circle is probably like 4 feet around. The bag is like 2 feet around. And I'm just like, dang. Oh, there's a big old blue herring. I don't know if you guys can see him up there. Nah, it's pretty washed out, but hey, if you're just getting here, shout out to you. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me on a Saturday. We are fishing in the backyard pond. We got a Black Max Abu Garcia bait caster with just a speed worm. And he's looking, oh, I missed it. Dang, right there, bro. It's hard to live stream and catch fish, but I'm getting better at it. I'm live every morning, usually between 6 and 6:30 on the West Coast time, and we're looking for fish, bass, trout. Might head to the jetty and do some salt water as well. Stop on by. It's usually a good time. I gotta check my bobber. I also got a whole lot of nobody. That's all right. Okay. We got a bite on the reel up there, but we'll toss it back out so we can get him. He's toying with me. I can see him. He's just nibbling that. There it is. Nope. ever get a vegetarian worm? Yeah, I need some oil on my reel. Hey, if you're just getting out here, thanks for taking the time to check me out on a Saturday, man. Could have been anywhere, but you must be into backyard pond fishing, right? This rod is nothing exciting. We just got a little worm. We're trying to do a multi-species. We got bluegill, we got perch, we got bass. I was just throwing. I got a bait caster there. Oh boy, we got something. We're about to look at that rod double over though. That looks nice. We caught a big ass stick. That's what we caught. I don't want to have to tie up again. Alright, we're going to see if we can hand line this without pulling that hook right in our face. Hey, alright. Nothing more nerve-wracking than trying to pull in a line that's caught on a branch. Pretty weak test here, but hey, if you're just getting here, we are multi-species fishing in the backyard pond. Just kidding. See you later, buddy. I think what my problem is I got Sunday vibes going on a Saturday. All the youngsters are out at the bar, right? Uh, hey, got two people up in here. Shout out to you. Thanks for taking your time on your Saturday. Got a 4-acre pond full of yellow perch, trout, bass, and the occasional bullhead catfish. Just running 2 rods. This one's nothing exciting. We got the classic worm and bobber, but I also got my little bait caster, and he's all geared up, throwing a fitness worm. No luck yet, but I mean, we're just kind of getting started. Thanks for taking the time to check it out. The channel is mainly, well, lately I've been going live every morning at 6 o'clock just to see what I can catch. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm about a mile from the ocean, but there are ponds and swamps everywhere, and I want to fish them all, like all of them. You know, I've lived in this area, lived in the Pacific Northwest my whole life, took a couple of vacations to other places, such as Afghanistan and Iraq in 2002, but this is hands down my favorite place to be. You know, a lot of people think Washington and they think Seattle and Portland and just that kind of big city vibe, but we're not that. About ripped it out its face. Hey, if you're just getting here, thanks for taking the time to check it out. We got some backyard fishing going on, multi-species, hopefully. 4-acre pond, lots of bluegill, lots of perch. Got a bobber and a worm out for those little guys, maybe a sunfish. Bullhead catfish would be nice, but bait caster rigged up, speed worm, finesse worm, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me on the Saturday. Sorry about the wind, but that's life where I live, so hopefully we can catch some fish. Hopefully I can get my reel dialed in so I'm not throwing constant bird nests. Hey, thanks for taking the time to check us out. We are just doing some bass fishing in the backyard pond. Actually trying to do a multi-species. Got the bait caster, finesse worm, bullet weight. Pretty easy setup. Just trying to keep it simple. Beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. Pond behind me is 4 acres. Lots of different fish. There it is. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Success. Shout out to the one guy in here. What do you think it is? 2 guys up in here. What do y'all think it is? You think it's a bluegill? You think it's what do you guess? Any guesses? Let's that, my friends, is he's either a pumpkin seed or a bluegill. Pretty fish. My guess is he's a pumpkin seed, and I'm gonna try to dig this hook out of him and get him back. But fish number 1, pumpkin seed, out of the pond. Let's go. Look at those coloring. Isn't he pretty? All right, let's go. You know, these little pumpkin seeds are everywhere, but the coloring on them is absolutely beautiful. I think they're actually one of the prettiest fish in North America. I'm gonna let him go so we can catch him again later. All right, fish number 1. What up, Gregory Reeves? How's your Saturday going, man? Oh, we're just out here pond fishing in the backyard. Just got a nice little pumpkin seed. I was hoping for like a perch or something, maybe a bass, but we're gonna get baited back up and throw out. We got a bait caster throwing a speed worm, hoping for a bass, but we also got the classic bobber. When was the last time you saw a bobber like that? I picked up a whole bag of bobbers at a yard sale for like $1.50, and they are vintage, man. They smell like 1970s bobbers. Like, but I hope you had a great. What up, Dogo? Hey, shout out to you, man. Thanks for taking the time to check out the channel. We're just out here doing some bobber fishing in the backyard. Just caught a nice little pumpkin seed. Looking to do it again. Hope you had a good 4th, man. Hopefully you still got all your fingers. Those pumpkin seeds are pretty. They're fun to catch, but they're not really what I want right now. Yeah, man, I love fishing too. You know, spin cast is what I grew up on. You know, but I kind of went to the bait casters, and I've had this for about 2 years now. It's just a 7-foot medium heavy, and I miss the spin cast. You know, I think they're these bait casters, once you get them dialed in, they're not bad, but they backlash and a lot more. But I guess it's just a preference, you know, whatever you like. Hey, we got 4 people out of here. All right, shout out to you guys. We're just in the backyard pond. It's a 4-acre pond. We're trying to do a multi-species catch. We've already got 1 pumpkin seed down. We're looking for yellow perch or maybe a bass. But hey, shout out to the 6 people. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me on a Saturday. If you're new to the channel, we do live fishing every morning, 6 o'clock West Coast time. I live out here in the Pacific Northwest, and I want to fish a new pond all summer long. You know, whether that involves jumping a fence and visiting a farm, I'm on board. You know, I'm down for the cause. Lately, I've been catching bass. I just caught I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so they don't get huge here. We're talking a big bass is maybe 2 pounds. I think, ooh, and I almost got one right there. You know, the water temps are pretty cold compared to the rest of the country, unless you go to Eastern Washington. Sorry, I'm trying to keep that live chat up. Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? Nice, bro. Nice. You got a bass today. That is better than I'm off to. I got a baby one this morning, but good to hear, man. They're, you know, they're fun. Even the little ones fight pretty hard. I just missed one. But, you know, as the sun gets going down a little bit, maybe we'll switch out, do some top water. Caught a little pumpkin seed earlier. Hey, Mr. Campbell, what's up, buddy? Did you have a good 4th? We just talking some trash and throwing some bait, man. I appreciate you taking the time to check out the channel. Got 5 people up in here. Maybe I'm streaming too early. But if you're just getting here, we're just hanging out in the backyard. Enjoying the weather, you know. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so it's usually pretty cloudy. And if you're thinking, hey, it's the middle of summer, why you got a hoodie on? because our high was 62 degrees and there's a breeze blowing about 20 miles an hour. So sorry for the wind. it Hopefully it's not too bad though. Oh, that doesn't even count. What is it? Any guesses? Any bets? Something I wanted to catch, something I was throwing that speed worm for. But ta-da! That, my friends, is a baby bucket mouth. Bucket mouth? Ditch pickle? What do you call them? Yep. Yeah, I mean, nothing to write home about, but, you know, he was a hungry guy. We'll throw him back. Thanks for playing, buddy. You know, I'm not normally into the whole catch and release type thing, but yeah. Thanks, Dago. Thanks, Mike. Mike, how big was the one you got? Hopefully bigger than that. But you know, they're not all monsters, but they're all fun to catch. You know, whether you're catching dinks like that, no such thing as a dink, right? They all put up a little bit of a fight, but it's kind of weird to think the pumpkin seed is bigger than that bass that I caught. Normally pumpkin seeds are just tiny, but Tyler, I see you. Thanks for checking it out, man. All right, so we got a bass, we got a pumpkin seed. Let's see if we can find a perch. Might switch up, go off the bottom, run a mellow, and see if I can pick up a bullhead. Bullhead's just a little catfish. Little, you know. They don't get big like channel cats or anything, but they are a ton of fun to catch. Okay, those wax worms are great stuff, and I know you out there in Florida, you got the heat for big ones. You ever do any peacock bass fishing? That's kind of on my bucket list to do. Shout out to the 4 people up in here. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me. Appreciate you guys. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy fishing, camping, being outdoors, consider joining. Starting to see some signs of life. The pond's kind of starting to see some more fish turn over, and that makes me excited. Don't do it. Nothing more nerve-wracking than when your line gets hooked and it's just like a spring trap waiting to fly that hook back into your face. But we got it. Mike, you got it on a boat or did you get it from the bank, buddy? I gotta check my other pole. I think I missed the bite. See if I got any bait left. Hard to Yeah, snakehead over peacock, huh? Next time I'm in Florida, I gotta do them all, right? You know, I think we get snakeheads over in eastern Washington. It's a whole different climate over there. They're desert, and I think they get snakeheads over there. I know there's big cats over there, but I got family over there. Doesn't mean I like them, but it might be worth the trip just for the fishing, you know. But right now over there, it's like 100 and something, 112 degrees, and I just ain't with that. We're just getting here. We're doing some backyard fishing. Got a pond. Got a bass already. Got a pumpkin seed. Looking for a yellow perch and a bigger bass. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me on a Saturday. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you guys had a good 4th. Yeah, I don't know, man. You keep pumping up Florida. Go check out that alligator. What is it? Alligator Alcatraz. Do a live fishing from a prison. How many other YouTubers are doing that? You guys think I should go bass or trout tomorrow? I almost landed a big trout over there at the canal. I want to fish it a little further up. But the problem with me, I picked up a bunch of trout gear at this yard sale for like dirt cheap. I know, Mike, you probably already heard the story, but I got a ton of like rooster tails, blue foxes for like $1.50. And I mean, I could have bought a bunch more, but I'm like, yeah, somebody else is gonna want some of this stuff too. You know, you might as well save some for the next guy. But I'm excited. I'll get a chance to use it. I think I'm gonna hit the canal again tomorrow. Do some trout fishing. I know there's got to be other stuff in there too. I just know they stock it with trout. The problem is there's a lot of people in town. You know, that big 4th of July weekend, everything is just, it's, you know, 80, 90 degrees in the big city. Everybody wants to come out to the ocean and hang out. And I don't blame them. I used to do the same thing. But they get in the way of all the fishing, so. I think we're gonna switch this up a little bit as the sun's about to drop down behind the house, and then I'll switch over and I'll do some topwater. I've been wanting to catch one on a frog for a while. Something's playing with the bobber here just in front of me. Something just ate the worm off my bobber. Question is, if I catch a bullfrog, does that count towards the multi-species challenge? I'm thinking it absolutely does. Hey, if you're just getting here, thanks for taking the time to check us out on the Saturday. We're just doing a multi-species backyard pond action. Nothing too exciting. 4-acre pond behind me. We got bluegill, we got pumpkin seeds, lots of different sunfish, perch, and the ever elusive at the moment bass. Caught one pumpkin seed earlier, got one bass, rebaiting it. I got a worm and a bobber because it's worked since I was a kid, so I'm gonna keep trying it. I also got a little bait caster, and we're throwing a finesse worm. But if the sun keeps going down, I'm gonna switch it over. Trying to cross this frog off my list. I have never caught a bass on a frog. But we ain't got no 7-pounders here, so. I also got that new $14 lure. Kind of want to give it a try. Pond is real low. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's breaks across the lake. They got like a retaining wall built up, and normally we're 4 to 6 feet higher than where we're at. But if you're just getting here, thanks for checking out the channel. Do live fishing every day, usually 6 o'clock in the morning. Come check us out before work, have some coffee, hang out. I'm trying to fish a new pond or a new body of water every day for the foreseeable future. You know, this is a bait caster. We got a speed worm. All right, 351 Cleveland. Are you a Ford guy? Shout out from South Carolina. You know, I haven't spent too much time on the East Coast, but I'd love to. I'd love to check it out. You know, I'm a Pacific Northwest guy, and done some traveling. You know, been through like Norfolk and Virginia, but never any real time there. You know what I mean? Appreciate you taking the time to rock with me on a Saturday. Hope you guys had a good 4th. Finger check. You guys still got all your fingers? No M80s and mailboxes? Or is that just a West Coast thing? Right on, bro. That's like, shit, y'all have to take me for a ride if you're ever on the West Coast. No, I'm a big Ford guy. Got a 06 F-150, you know. And it gets me around. I am getting a bite. The hell with that rod. Let's hook up. Come on. I was playing. Oh, he's there. What do we got? What do we got? Doesn't feel very big. Doesn't look very big. All right, we're checking species off. What do you guys think? It's not something we caught yet. Boom. Yellow belly perch, man. These things are effing delicious. They're like my second most favorite fish to eat out of the pond here. They don't get real big. This guy's a medium. But he wants to fight. They always do. He's actually pretty big in the world of perch, yellow perch. That's what we got. Nice looking fish, healthy, pretty belly. He's feeling a little suicidal. Let's get him back. But all right, species number 3. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We got a bass. We got a pumpkin seed. Got a yellow perch. Yeah, man, those yellow perch, if you can get them after a little bit fat, they're pretty good. We got bullhead catfish in here, and those are my favorite if I'm gonna be frying up some fish. See, I'm not I'm not a huge bluegill guy, you know. I enjoy catching them, and don't get me wrong, but I'll take a crappie over a bluegill. We don't have crappie out in the backyard pond here. You have to head inland to get those, but yeah, no. And if we're talking eating fish, out of what I got in the pond, it probably goes bullhead catfish, perch, trout, bass. And I've never tried to eat a sunfish, but like, I've never been that hungry. I'm not saying I wouldn't, I'm not too good. And you know, trout can be iffy. If it's like a brook trout or like a wild trout, sure they're good. But if you get like the ones that the state plants, they're just mushy. They're just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll catch them because they're fun, but maybe smoke them up. Hey, we got 6 people in here. Shout out to you. We just caught a yellow perch, and we're hoping for. I'd like to land a big bass. A big bass for where I live in the Pacific Northwest is about anything over a pound here, especially for this pond, would be. You know, I think my PB here is like a pound. But I caught one, last Wednesday, I think. If you're new to the channel, I'm live every day, 6 a.m. West Coast time. Come hang out before work. If I got a minute, like, and I don't got shit going on, I'll come out after work as long as the weather's decent. So that's never, but I'll come out, throw a worm around, and see what I can get. You know, I absolutely love fishing. Helps take my mind off the bullshit and the drama. Appreciate you guys taking the time to check out the channel. Let's see if we can get our bait caster out of the forest. Like I said, as that sun keeps going down, if you guys want to hang around, I'll throw a I don't know, I got a popper, I got a frog. Not to beat a dead horse, but like, I really want to catch a bass on a topwater frog. Haven't done it yet. I think morning time would probably be the move to do. There is a pond on the side of the road. I drive by it all the time. And it's rumored by the 6 people who freshwater fish in my town to have large bass. But right now with the 4th, we got a bunch of tourists, and I'm not trying to be in anybody's way. What kind of gas mileage you getting in that Torino? All of 15 miles to the gallon? 12? About the same as my truck? Got 5 people in here. Shout out to you. Let's see if we can catch some fish. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're just out in the backyard pond. Sorry to repeat myself, but for the new guys, we're throwing a fitness worm. We got a bobber. We got a night crawler. 4-acre pond. Yeah, man. Like I said, I got an 06 F-150 with the 5.4 Triton leader, and they're notorious for having camshaft problems. I mean, it's a 20-year-old truck. I bought it brand new when I got out the military, and I've had it ever since. Just put 250,000 on it, and just had to swap out the engine. The camshaft went out, and it was going to be $3,000 to replace the camshaft before for a whole new motor. So you know, I love the truck. Put some love into it. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Something playing with me. Sometimes it's hard. I miss that bite. We'll see if we got any bait left. Hard to multitask. You know, for a guy who can't walk and chew gum, trying to run 2 rods at the same time can prove to be challenging. got tons of sparrows out on the pond, and they're nesting this time of year. And those sons of bitches are so freaking aggressive. They try to build a nest in my carport every day, so I'll spray them down with the garden hose. And I don't mind sparrows. I love nature, right? But like, you can't live here rent free, bro. Like, you got to chip in, you know. So I've been trying to get rid of these sparrows, and once they do have a nest established, they will dive bomb the ever loving crap out of you. Yeah, so anyways, I went swapped the engine out on my truck. Oh, about a month ago now. I got like 500 miles on it. And I know it's kind of an old person thing to do. But I was looking at new trucks, and new trucks are like half the features, right? Like Ford comes, you know, different trim packages and stuff. And I got the Lariat, which is yeah, man. Like I said, I was looking at new trucks. Silverados were up there, but they want 50 grand for a fucking baseline truck. 10 years old, and I'm just like, I'm not about that. So my truck's pretty good. I got a decent lift on it and some pretty cool tires and rim package. But so yeah, no, I put the motor in myself, bought it turnkey ready. Yeah, man, it's wild. You know what I mean? Even used truck prices are stupid. You know, I was looking at Toyotas because I do a little bit of overlanding, or I want to, and I was looking at like a mid-size where I'd get something a little better than 12 miles to the gallon. So I was looking at Yodas. Everybody's get a Toyota, and shit, for like a 10-year-old Yoda with 200,000 miles, they still want like 32 bands, and I'm just like, fuck you guys, like they're like, oh, it's a Toyota, it'll run forever, it's only got 200,000, and I'm like, no, bro, like, okay, so yeah, maybe it'll run longer than your average car or whatever, but I'm not paying 30. Yeah, man, I like the Silverados. Don't get it twisted. I'm definitely a Ford guy. I had a '91 Ford F-250, and I got 400. I don't know what a BWC is, so you might have to pay extra for that. If you're trolling, that's cool. Appreciate the view, man. Uh, you know, that was a special moment. I've never actually had a. What is a BWC? Was that big white cock? I'm blushing. I mean, definitely don't get it twisted. I'm not into that kind of thing. But I didn't think I was big enough to have trolls, so. Yeah. Yeah, no, man. Oh, something just nailed it. What do we got? What do we got? All right, he's running. He's running at me, though. And of course, we tangled in the other line. Ah. He's a big boy. What do you call this? I call that a fatty bluegill. He hit it hard, too. He's all about a pound and a half or so. And we might have to eat him. Hold on, I gotta do some surgery here. Nope, I got him. He popped out. Boom. That, my friends, is a bluegill. And they are delicious. Species number 4, we got a pumpkin swede, we got a bluegill, we got a yellow perch and a bass. Man, I am going to be running out of species. Is I'm not holding my spinning reel right, like this, and then reeling it. It's not a casting rod. Did I make your day? Like bro, if you know me something, show me something. Like as far as I know, I mean, this is how I've been doing it since I was a kid. If you're talking about the bait caster, yeah, you kind of hold it upside down. Then what are you talking about, bro? Like, the bait caster, hold it like this, put your thumb there. How was I holding it before? Upside down when I was taking the fish off? Maybe. I don't know, man. I've been fishing that way for a minute, so. You think I was reeling upside down? Because I am a firm believer that should affect your credit score. But I appreciate you jumping on here trying to talk shit, though. It gives me something to do. Hey, man, I grew up on a Zebco. The push buttons, or even the Zebco spinning reels. Those were great. You'll see me could be, man. I don't know. Still got the fish, though. Need to get some butter for this one. It's been, you can hear it. It normally doesn't scream that bad. It's pretty quiet, but, worm's getting pretty chewed up. Might switch over to top water. Been talking about it for at least 30 minutes now. I'm just hoping the sun will go down a little bit. And then something ate my tail. So it just went from a finesse worm to a nothing. I know this is a bad look for somebody trying to run a YouTube channel, but I'm gonna go grab my bag. I left my bass gear. It's 10 yards that way. Keep an eye on the bobber. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Hey, thanks for waiting. Hey, if you're just getting here, multi-species catch. I think we got 4 in the caught and released. We got largemouth, we got a pumpkin seed, bluegill, and a yellow perch. 2 people. All right. What do you guys think? Mike, you think I should throw the frog? You know I want to. Or you think I should break out the new Rapala? I mean, let's not lie, it's gonna be both. It's a beautiful evening. I'm having a great time catching fish. I'm not going anywhere for a minute. Till the wife comes in and says, "Hey, you gotta spend some time with me." I'm like, "Yo, we just did like 2 days ago. Let me fish." Just kidding. I love my wife. She's a great woman. Did we decide top water? What do you think? What do you think, chat? Propeller popper? Skeeter pop? Or the thing making all that noise? You know, we got baby bass. I mean, tree frog? I think we should go tree frog. Nah, I really want to try this Rapala popper. This would be the most expensive lure I've bought this year. For a hobby I'm not really in love with. Nah, I'm pretty hooked on bass fishing at the moment. My brain says excess about this hobby until I'm on to the next one. Hey, we got 3 people in here. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me. Doing a multi-species catch in the backyard pond. Already got 4 fish thus far, 3 different species. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's Rapala. It's called the Skeeter Pop. Probably one of the more expensive bass lures I've bought. But up until about 2 weeks ago, I wasn't really into bass fishing. I'm just trying to get into it now. That chop out there is picking up, but the sun's kind of dropped down a little bit. I'd love some topwater action. Yeah, this was a Skeeter pop, and I live out in the middle of nowhere, so everything's marked up a couple bucks. But I think this was right around 14, maybe under 15. If you're just getting here, we're doing some backyard fishing. Hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July. Thanks for taking the time to check out the channel. We're live every morning, 6 o'clock. Trying to catch fish every day. Not trying. I catch fish every day. Check out the channel. First cast, not bad. It's got some weight to it, which I like. Need to clean up my tagline a little better. It's not quite popping the way I wanted it to. It's got the weirdest mouth. I've used lots of poppers, and normally the mouth is just built in different. This one's kind of really pops out there. Sorry, autofocus on the camera isn't the best, but that's what we got. Need to check that other line, make sure my worm's still out there being a worm. I could be wrong, but I feel like top water is usually best in the morning. I've never had much luck with it in the evening, but in the morning I think I'm gonna hit up the roadside ditch tomorrow. It's a pretty big pond. That's where all the local guys go to get bass. Yeah, man, I'm right on the beach, so like the sun sets, behind the house over under the ocean, and I don't know. You probably know more than I do. Like I said, I've been bass fishing for all of about, I don't know. Okay, so like I've always done it, but like I never got serious about it until about a year ago. And the reason I got into it is because my family bought me those like mystery tackle boxes because they all know I fish, all my nieces and nephews and stuff. So they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get Unc a cool present. He'll love this fishing stuff." And up until that point, like I hardly ever bass fish, right? But we gotta bite. I gotta watch this bobber. It's hard to multitask. So but I live out on the coast, so I do like a lot of salmon fishing, a lot of perch fishing, a lot of saltwater. And they get me these, mystery tackle boxes with not expensive gear, like Lunker Hunter or whatever they got at Walmart, which I'm appreciative for it. But I figured, well, hell, if they're going to buy it for me, I might as well learn how to use it. And around that time, I picked up the bait caster, and I've been trying to learn ever since. Don't get me wrong, I do miss that salt water though. It was pretty calm earlier, and I do like catching surf perch. They're pretty good, and if you throw a high-low rig, you can hook them up two at a time. And today would have been a good day for that, but oh man, there he is. What do we got? What do we got? I can't even keep it in long. I'm missing these bites. I think I'm into a school of bluegill, which I don't want to do because they tend to get over aggressive. And but we'll throw back out, see what we can do. We've got 5 people. If you're just getting here, you're new to the channel, check us out. We do live fishing every morning, 6 a.m. West Coast time. And if I got time and the weather cooperates, I'll come out after work and try to rip some hooks too. Appreciate you taking the time to rock with me on this Saturday. Hopefully you guys had a good 4th. Might take the bobber off, put a mellow on there, and see if we can't go off the bottom. I think it's a little early for catfish, but we'll see how it goes. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night. We'll see you in the morning. Probably looking for ditch pickles in a new pond. If you're watching this after the fact, it was definitely a successful run. 4 species down. This has been Outdoors with Unc, reminding you to go outside. It's good for your soul. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.